Um, Hello. I am currently in the process of making shortbread cookies, except I was impatient and I didn't let the butter thaw enough. If I had just put it in the microwave for an extra 5 seconds, it would have been fine. So I gotta wait for it, well, thaw, to soften enough, because it's gotta be room temperature so it can properly beat it, and it's too hard in the middle, so. And it's in the middle bowl now, so I can't do anything about it. It's just gonna sit there for like an hour. So I'm like, oh no. Until I can actually properly beat the butter. It's fine. It's fine. So I figured I might as well film my TBR for May. Which for those of you who do not know is also my birthday month. So good times. Only one vlog this month revolves around that. And then the other one is gonna be the purple vlog. That, if you didn't know, was supposed to be in March, but then my power went out for like multiple days, 56 hours, I believe. I wasn't able to get any of the books during that time. So like I was unable, I mean, I probably would have been able to do it, but like I would have been stressed the whole time and no one needs that. And all that fun stuff. So good times. There is a high chance I will get up and go to the other room to check stuff on the computer for books, because one, I don't have the one for the purple vlog physically written down, and two, I didn't remember to go check the one for the Buzzwordathon until just now, which I should probably do first because that's the only one that's not for a vlog, right? Well, no, there's my buddy Read with H, right? That is also going to be a podcast episode, blah, 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 blah. And the one for May is The Wicked Bargain, which is a gay pirate book. That's the extent of what I remember about it. It's a newer book, I know that. And yeah. So I'm gonna go check on the computer, what the heck that Buzzwordathon book was, and also try to like memorize what those 5 purple vlog books were, so I can just list them off. This is not going to be very much going into what the books are or anything. It's just going to be me listing off books for like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Would it be easier to just bring it in with me, my computer? Yes, but I don't know. What's going on anymore? It's fine. Comfort Me with Apples. That's a Buzzwordathon. I think the theme for May is seasonings or food things, right? So Comfort Me with Apples, pretty short. So I could like throw it in without like affecting much of my TBR. I'm intrigued by it. And also 90% of what I read this year so far has been romance or fantasy romance. Like it always has some romance aspect in general. And so I feel like something else thrown in there to just not be that would be a good idea. Kind of just like a palate cleanser, because I'm tired of all these romances, which is great because I'm 98% sure all the vlog books, if not all of them, most of them, are gonna be romances. I don't know what the weekend one is gonna be yet, of course, because TBR jar. But that's fine. I can tell you about the 3-book vlog, which is just titled Birthday Live right now. I mean, it's a long story. Basically, back in the ye olden days of the old channel that got deleted because of a bunch of stuff, I did do a live for my birthday, on my birthday, where we went through my whole entire extensive TBR and like I erased like 200 or something books. I have since then done more of it on my own and all this stuff, and there were 3 books that everyone was like, what the hell is this? I'd like to remind you, I don't know what any of these are, except that like I'm 90% sure all 3 of them are historical romances. And I'm pretty sure I found all of them via BookTube. And they're all older historical romances, at least a good few of them. And one of them I don't have the name of the book written down because it's a pretty long name. So I just have the author's name, but I know what it is, and you will see the cover, so it's fine, right? So like, cue the cover for like 5 seconds of each of these. The first one is Proper English. If I remember the cover properly, it looks kind of like bad Photoshop, which I love. There's Edenbrook, which if I remember the cover properly, I think is my favorite of these 3. And then there's a Judith McNaught, which is the one I don't remember the name of. I think it's like something about dreams, Midnight of Dreams, something like that. Very blue, right? And that's like that vlog. And then of course we have the purple one. So we're gonna list them off in my head, or I'm gonna list them off to you out loud, and we're gonna see how many of these I can remember off the top of my head. There's Starfish, one that H read and told me to read a long time ago. So I'm expecting it to be sad. I think it's kind of short. I had heard about it before, and it was like one of those books that I was like hesitant about putting on my TBR. Like I was like, maybe I'd like it, but maybe I wouldn't. I'm not sure if I would like it. I'd already have so many books on my TBR. It was like one of those, and then H read it, loved it, so I was told to read it. So I'm expecting to cry. I think there's stuff about family in it. I don't know. So there's that one. There's You Should See Me in a Crown. I remember that one is about a Black student who is in high school and something about scholarships falling through or something like that. So in order to get her scholarship to go to the school that she wants to go to and all this stuff, there's like this thing where the prom king and queen get a scholarship. So she has to try to become prom queen. I'm very excited for it. It's kind of like the one on the list I'm most excited for. To Have and to Hoax. I'm pretty sure it's a historical romance. Totally need more of those. That being said, I do have the urge to read Bridgerton books right now, so you know, it's fine. It's fine. There's The Dating Plan. Why am I doing so good at this? What the hell? The Dating Plan, I think is what it's called. I think it's the second book of the series, but the first one does not intrigue me at all. The second one is more my speed, and I've gotten more into the idea of these type of like romance series, especially contemporary romances, where if there's like multiple books in a series type thing where they're like low-key connected but not really connected, and if there's like one later on the series that seems more my speed, hear me out, I should just read that one. I should not read like the first like 3 of them that I'm mad about to read the one that I'm really excited for. That makes no sense, because then I don't read any of them and then I just have books on my TBR forever, right? Does that make sense? So this is also just me forcing myself to skip the first book in a series, which is like something I've never done before, which is gonna be exciting. We love that. But yeah, I don't like have the urge at all to read the first one, and I contemplated before I tried to do this vlog the first time, reading the first one beforehand, but like I don't wanna. So here we are. Honestly, the way that I remembered 4 out of 5 of them is a miracle, so I'm gonna go figure out what the 5th one is, and I'll be right back. Now it's very obvious, and I love that for me. For those who are wondering, yes, while I was checking what it was, I had the executive decision to put this giant metal bowl that's very cold in a cold house on a rainy day. This is the issue. It's gonna take longer to soften because it's so cold. It's a cold, rainy day. So I turned the oven on as low as it physically will go, which is 170, and just put it on top so it can like slightly warm up. And fascinating, you know, just good times. But who cares about that? We're here to talk about books. The last one for the purple is Geekerella, which is a Cinderella retelling. Because of course, after a whole month of reading retellings, what I need to do is read more retellings. I think this one's Cinderella though, so slightly different from the ones that I've read so far this month. Yeah, I think it's something to do with a Star Trek-esque type show that her and her father both really loved. There's a competition to do with costumes for the show or something like that. I forget proper terminology for anything anymore. And then she ends up somehow with a thing with one of the actual actors from the show. And yeah, the way I remembered that, I didn't even look at the synopsis, I just looked at what the book was. The way I remembered most of those synopses from having to read them last month for the TBR last month. It's been a whole goddamn month. How did I do that? How did I do that? But yeah, that was the thing. And I think that's it. I think that's everything I plan to read. That's all 10 books, if I can do math properly. because of course I don't know the TBR jar one yet. But yeah, this is going up on the Wednesday instead of the Saturday because I'm behind on reading a lot. We don't need to talk about it. For the Arthurian vlog, that hopefully will be up this weekend after this vlog, or vlog TBR after this TBR. So like exactly a week from now, I have to read it. I've only finished one book for it. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. And yeah, that's the next thing. Up above in the cards is is like the playlist of all the other TBRs and wrap-ups, right? I don't think I have anything else to say. This is probably really short, but like that's great for editing me. And I will see you in the next video.